All right. How we doing, everyone? Long time no see. Let me go ahead and switch over. Say hello to you guys in chat. We have a lot to talk about today. Share. No. Where's chat? Pop out chat. There it is. All right, let me switch over the tab. Camera angle. There we go. What's up, guys? How we doing? Good to see you. God damn it. Where's chat? There it is. Oten, yo, how you doing, my friend? You mit, yo. Market took back what it gave. I can't say I'm surprised, you man. I can't say I'm surprised. Reminds me of the September 9th dump. Yes. Or September 9th pump. Yes, I'm. Oh. Great. I just opened my water bottle and a bunch of it just spilled. God damn it. Please hold. I'm gonna use my shirt as a towel right now. Screw it. There we go. All right, so how you guys doing? I know it's been a while. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't feeling too good on Monday, and besides that, they were doing. So like where I live, long story short, they're adding another potential service provider for internet and stuff. So my entire neighborhood was they're implementing new like internet cables and fiber optic lines and all that stuff, and someone cut a wire and unfortunately killed internet for like half the area that I lived in. Unfortunately I was affected by that half, so I didn't have no internet for the majority on Monday. Plus I wasn't feeling good, so I figured, you know what, it didn't make sense to stream. So they're still working on it, like on the internet. Like my entire main road is just covered in dirt from them digging stuff up. So it's been a good time, but I might be upgrading my internet, or at least changing internet service providers soon, because Verizon's got some good stuff. You guys don't know what Verizon is. At least, okay, if you're not in the US, I don't blame you. You might not know what Verizon is, but it's one of the main like internet and mobile service providers here in the US. So we might be getting better streams. I was kidding. I do need to focus on maybe getting more of an, or a little bit better of an internet package, because my upload speeds are okay. They're enough to do these streams, but it's not enough to like do like a full-on gaming stream, which I don't usually do anyway. But let's see. Rectember started a day earlier. BetaBot, how you doing, my friend? Can you take a look at AXS USD, please? I need to go soon. Yeah, I'll do that for you real quick. Just because you have you're in a cram for time here. Where's Binance? Okay, so okay. So BetaBot, we are currently retesting the area of the ABC. Now, if you took this trade, if you're still in it, that's fine. I'm not sure if you took it though. But as long as we're above this pivot, we can be bullish. Now I know the market is dumping, so just be aware. But just because it's dumping doesn't mean that it's gonna keep going. We can just put in a slight, pullback, kind of consolidate a little bit more before actually reversing. I'm not saying it's going to 100%, but I think this is a good probability trade. Give yourself some breathing room. Target an area of resistance wherever you guys want. Try to let this run as much as you can. Don't take it, off of its very local area of resistance. Try to target higher levels if you're going to, or you can use the continuation method and let it run. Either or. You guys know me, preferably the continuation method is probably the best way to go about taking profit and taking the most out of a trade. But at the moment, we're not really in that kind of area or situation to really talk about something like this for AXS. So if you want to take the entry, you can. Just be aware. But definitely a good setup. Verizon is amazing. We're perfectly in New York. Now I have Xfinity. Yeah, unfortunately I have like a smaller net. Well, I wouldn't say smaller, but it's not like a mainstream one that's across the whole entire country. It's mostly like in the East Coast and Northeast. So my ISP is okay, but I know Verizon has better packages. So Might be doing that soon. We just got fiber optic in my house after waiting for 10 plus years. Oh, that must be amazing, beta bot. That must be amazing. Crypto Jab. Hey Johnny, how do you go about hedging? Let's say you trade for 1 BTC and you took some profit and let the rest ride until you see a reversal ABC. How much would you hedge against it? Usually when I hedge, I try to, I just go along to I guess, how do I say this? I continue using my same risk parameters. So like if we go to the calculator, I'll pull it up here. All right, so let's say, for example, you have 2,000 bucks. All right, let's say you take, all right, so you want to do 1 BTC. I'm not gonna do 1 BTC because it's a little bit more math. I'm just gonna keep it basic. Let's say you have $20,000. Okay. Your portfolio size is $20,000. You're gonna risk 3%. All right, and let's say you took the trade and let's say you took off some profit. What I would do is, if you're hedging, I probably would just keep the same position size, even though technically your margin is a little bit more. Or if you want to follow the rules exactly, figure out how much more you added to your portfolio. If you added, 5%. So let's say, you 21,000. Just use the new parameters and take the hedge as needed. That's actually setting up the trade itself. When it comes to the positions, I would say, try to find a good opposing setup that you could find on a relatively similar time frame or a similar perspective. Trying to think of a good example here. Like for example, back here when we were taking we were taking trades up in this region, I gave myself a 3% stop. It's targeting the high, or at least a lot higher. And from there, we also took the larger ABC short setup from up here. So. And you're gonna target a lot lower. So kind of on the same, it's the same way we usually approach our trading when it comes to letting the positions ride and actually taking the most out of one position, not just cutting it short, finding the best entries possible. But from there, if you are referring to the actual position size itself, yeah, what I would do is either adjust it to what you took profit off of and add it to your margin, or add the percentage based off the margin, or from there you can go ahead and just stick to the same one. I've had people do that and just take the same trade again with the same risk. So it really depends on how you want to do it. But me personally, I do either one of those. If you want to try to kind of make the most out of it and progress a little bit faster, stick to the rules, adjust your margin as you're going about, taking profit out of the table or adjusting as you lose. Let's see. Would you just look at the beautiful man? Just look at him. Kite, get your ass back on YouTube, man. Quit door dashing, all right? Quit. Quick. I can't even fucking say it without fucking stuttering. You know what I'm about to say. You can only deliver pizza to crackheads at 2 in the morning for so long. We want you back. Guys, market is boring. What are you talking about? I mean, technically, yes, we're still in the same range as we've been since... when did this start? Okay, I will give you that. I will give you that. It's starting to get exciting, though. It's starting to get exciting. I need 20K. Fair enough. Let's see. I personally hedge with the same amount of coin. Margin will differ. Yeah, you can do that. You can also take positions on different coins. Like let's say you're shorting BTC, and let's say at some point you go over to ETH or LTC, that gives you an opposing setup. You could do that too. I'm still actually it's a really good example, but pretty much I'm still hedging on this ETH long position, or short position, I would say. I'm still hedging against my shorts between ETH and BTC. I'm not gonna go too crazy with hedging just because I am overall still bearish. But we'll have to just wait and see what happens. Alan Clark, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Maybe ETF will be approved tomorrow. Might spice things up. I don't know. As soon as I saw ETF stuff popping up, I had a feeling it was going to be short-lived. I just don't really get excited about stuff like that. You shouldn't, because a lot of the times, you guys don't know this by now, but usually the markets like to go ahead and get you excited or kind of put fear into your souls before they actually take the move or make the move they want to take. In this case, they're trying to get people excited for this ETF stuff. I'm sure people were buying into this pump, and then you just drop it on their faces. Alif, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I am long on ARB. I don't know what that is. I do not know what that is. Yeah, I am on the side. I'm on the same side as Kite, though. To be honest, I haven't been streaming that much. Hasn't been as exciting. It's nice to see when the market actually starts to kind of move, but the fact that we're still in this range, there's really nothing too much to talk about. Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard of that before. How's DoorDash, Johnny? I haven't. Kite's the one DoorDashing. All right, ask Kite. I've been doing it every once in a while, and it's been okay. Hugo, hey bro, your thoughts on retracement on BTC to 22.2? I would say that's decent. I really don't see any like areas of support kind of backing that up. When it comes to actual price action itself, you have a little bit there, you have a little bit here. I would say 20K is probably the more reasonable target. Sorry, I did not want to keep listening to that song. So yeah, I would say 20K is a more reasonable target. AutoCAD, what do you think about GPT USDT? Let's see. What's the best exchange for this? BuLlish the best one? Can I use Bybit? Let me know, AutoCAD. Bybit? Okay. So let's see. All right, before I the spot any better? Okay, spot's decent. Unfortunately, there's not too much price action to go off of, but the first thing I can see that's staring me in the face is this larger ABC. Now, I know that's a very deep retracement. Why is the numbers... I'm just going to go back to... That's better. So same thing. I'm looking for ultimately, this wants to complete a lower low. And then from there, you know, if we can get back above, it's going to be a good possible reversal area. The other idea that I have... Actually, no, I'm going to keep that line there. I would say if we do not put in a new low, we do have a possibility for this. It really depends on which one comes first. If we do not break that low, we're probably going to go ahead and form a new high. Does this mean we're going to reverse from here? If we do put in a pullback, possibly. I don't know. It just, based off how I see this overall structure forming, I would say it's less likely that we do something like this. It also depends on how long this takes. I'm not saying I use time as a contributing factor to take positions or how I look at my TA, but it kind of helps shape my perspective. Let's see. I can give you one more idea. If we are going to go up and test that high, I do see this as a possibility. Now, either we come up and get the entry up here, or we maybe perhaps come back down, put in one more low. Wait, what the fuck am I doing? Sorry. Jesus. There we go. So that's going to be the area or the target for the next possible ABC. If not, we're looking for this here. I'm going to change this back to green because this is not a short position. There we go. But yeah, I don't. This is all I pretty much have for GPT, my friend. Hopefully that helps. Pretty straightforward. Let's see. I need pizza, but I'm in the UK, so you might be a bit far for you, Kite. Hope to see you streaming soon. Kite will do anything for a good tip. You tip him well enough, Alan, I'm sure he'll hop on a plane. It might be a little cold, but the Kite's got the good hot bags. Got some good hot bags. Oh look, Kite's here. He's been shorting all the way up since last winter. Bet you missed the entry at 31,500. I don't think he did. Oh yeah, well, I mean, he probably didn't take the 31,500. He probably took the 3150. He definitely took this trade. I'd be shocked if he missed it. Okay, can you vouch for yourself here? Short from 31,350. Oh. You think that's okay? So he took that one. You got a better entry than me. If Kite shows up, I would make an exception. You hear that, Kite? Alan's gonna be paying you a lot of money. Go send some pizza over to the UK. Some TA on Unidot or Unidot and Sol. Absolutely. Kite, I do have to tell you something. Maybe I'll tell you off a stream. But remember when our friend of ours was talking to us about ICT and all that? I have to tell you something. I've talked about it here on stream before. At some point, I got to remind myself that next time we're on a phone call, we're on a call together. Let's see. So Uni, pretty much. The main, I guess, long position that you could be looking for is around that, you know, $4.68 60 region. That's a good pivot. Perhaps it looks like it might come down to put in a lower low to finish this much larger ABC. This is my personal opinion. If I'm gonna be looking for a position to take on this coin, I probably would just wait. Something like that. That would be ideal, my ideal situation, because if we don't hold back above this pivot, you could target the next low, but between that low and the actual lowest low, it's not that different. So I'd most likely be looking at that one. Let's see. The other option is if we do somewhat, if we don't actually put in this lower low past the previous low, we were looking for this as a possible entry for a short. If you are looking to short, I am not too keen on doing this just yet. Obviously, first of all, we're pretty far away from the actual entry itself or the position. And secondly, is I like the bullish structure more, but I don't think we're going to be coming up to fill this region anytime soon. So that's just me. So either you can wait for that one, or if you want to take like a decent spot position, maybe add to your hodl or to your bags if you're looking to buy this longer term. That's definitely a decent position or a decent level to take some entries off of, or some buy orders. Not financial advice. Remember, we don't get financial advice on this channel. But yeah, it's pretty decent. Dot. That's pretty much all I have for Uni. Did Dot put in a low? Oh, it did put in. Oh, okay. This was interesting. So Dot put in this lower low. I put in a higher high. Yeah. I would, to be honest, I think this is one entire A. It's not my favorite structure in the world. If I had to guess, I think this might put in one more lower low. But that's the level I'm looking at. That's the main one for Dot. Around 424. What was the other one? Sol, Hugo? Sol? I keep putting USDT. All right, so Sol had a good short setup. If I look at this from a larger perspective and kind of see what could be happening, to me, this looks like a larger ABC that's building. Something like that. That'd probably be the major setup, or the more major macro setup I'm looking for. There's a couple different possibilities of what could happen. At the moment, most of them are leading towards more downside. I don't see anything in this area yet that leads me to be more confident in long positions. Even if I go down to like a 2-hour time frame, I don't see anything that's pretty significant. Maybe that one, but I don't like the size of this one. But Hugo, that's pretty much all I have besides the short level of 27.41, possibly a long entry at 22.25. I'm holding shorts, and I will continue to hold shorts until the market gives me a reason not to. Joe, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Johnny, do you think we can use break of structure to find better entries? Hold on, for some reason that's covering ABC trades. Is that what it says? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so do you think we can find break? See, the problem with that is, so I know where this is coming from, Joe. I personally don't think it's necessary, because break of structure can be a little bit more, how do I say this? Break of structure isn't a best way to confirm entries, in my opinion, in crypto. All right, in crypto. To me, I think it works best to just stick to the more exact levels of support and resistance and play off of those. Finding candle closes above, like, break or below break of structures can work for a little bit more of a smaller time frame, because it gives you a little bit more of an edge to confirm that the actual trend is reversing. It's not guaranteed, but it gives you a little bit more of a higher probability. So, I mean, you could try it. Me personally, I don't see a reason to. I feel like you might end up taking not as good entries because of it. But that's just me personally, Joe. That's just me. Sky Knight, how you doing, my friend? Yo, crypto family, dump it. Can't say I'm surprised. What's doing the worst right now? Nothing's really dumping. For some reason, this BTC move looks a lot more serious than it actually is. How's KDA doing? I did sprinkle a little bit at 50 cents, but I'm still looking for 30 cents on that. Thanks, brother. No problem, my friend. No problem. How you guys doing? It's been a while. It's been a week. How's life treating you guys? I know the markets are kind of slow. Times like this, like after, not exactly right after I go stream, but probably in the next couple hours, I got some stuff to do, but I'm gonna go outside and go for a walk. Probably start listening to The Power of Now, which is my new book I've been reading. Is it The Power? Call The Power Now? Oh, what is it? Audible. Where is my library? Oh no, it's The Tipping Point. Power Now is on my list. Okay, right now I'm reading The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. Let's see if it'll show up because it is green. Hold on. Okay, that's not gonna work. Not gonna lie, that's pretty sick. The V. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's pretty cool, but it's called The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. I just started reading that. And that's a great book. I have a list of books I want to get through. Let's see. Joe, no problem, my friend. Alan, Johnny, did you develop your scalping strategy? Is it working? So the original scalping plan didn't work out as much as I wanted it to, because at the end of the day, it's trying to figure out entries and where things can go, especially on a smaller time frame, is a lot more difficult than it may come across to be. Trying to figure out if you're at an A or at a B, or if you're in an AB, where's the C gonna go, or if your ABC is part of a larger AB. There's a whole bunch of different things that can go into it. So the original scalping plan didn't work. It didn't work out as much as I wanted it to. So to give you some backstory, before I left on vacation a couple weeks ago, if you guys don't remember that, it's actually been about a month now. I got 2 requests from 2 different people. Somebody messaged me someone DM'd me on Twitter actually, and then someone messaged me on Discord asking me about my thoughts on Forex markets, ABCs, and all that stuff. And then people started introducing me to different trading styles based off of ICT, which, if you guys don't know who ICT is, you can go ahead and look it up. There's a bunch of information about him on YouTube and Twitter, etc. If you guys don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of ICT. At least not him himself, but the way he perceives how his strategy is like the holy grail of trading. That he kind of has like this complex to him because he discovered the magic algorithm and all this stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of that. The actual strategy itself and what he implements in his trading is actually not bad. I'm not the biggest fan of making things complicated, but something that I discovered recently was, how did ABCs come about, or how did we get to trading ABCs? Well, we took a very complicated strategy like like Elliott wave theory. If you guys don't know, ABCs is just a more simplistic way of approaching Elliott wave. So if we could take a very complicated strategy, put our own twist to it, kind of dumb it down and make it very straightforward and consistent, can we do this with ICT's concepts or ICT's trading styles? And I was kind of pointed into a direction to look into more possible or different strategies and with testing in different markets. And I came across a strategy called, he calls it the Forex Judas swing. Long story short, it is a type of scalping strategy, but we're doing this on Forex. So if you guys see like these weird bars or these weird color bars on the screen, pretty much this indicates different market open or market opening hours, like between this is the yellow is the I just realized I should probably change that color. The first one is going to be the Asian session. All right. What's a good color for this? Let's do purple. I did not mean that, just came out. So the purple is Asian session. The green is the London session, and the red is the New York. And the goal of this, and this is like why I kind of like this strategy a lot, is because in a way it's kind of similar to how why ABCs work so well. It's based off of the market testing highs and lows, taking liquidity from those regions and pushing price against the original move. So what'll happen is, let's say you're in an uptrend. All right, let's say we take out the highs. Eventually the market will show signs of weakness. From there, you'll take the positions as needed, and it'll kind of help, or you'll have a higher probability of trades going in your favor because the market is moving against the area of liquidity that is taken. And then what it'll do is it'll actually go against you to a certain point to help get people stopped out, and eventually it'll move, or it'll continue in a much larger reversal. So pretty much, long story short with this is you're looking for the market to take a high or low depending on which one you're looking at. This could be traded on the euro or the Great British Pound. Let me give you some examples. So unfortunately on Tuesday was a trading day. There was 2 trades. They were both winners. Unfortunately, I woke up late for the first one, and the second one I just stayed asleep and I just completely missed it. So the Tuesday was a winning day, back-to-back trades. Fantastic. We love to see it. I'll show you which ones here. Was it Euro or Great British Pound? I don't remember which one it was. Yeah, it was Great British Pound. This was Tuesday. So basically all you do is mark out the low and the high of the session. Allow price to take one of these highs out or lows first. In this case, we broke the low. All right, and from there, we're looking for a break of structure. Long story short, what a break of structure is when price confirms above a previous high before leading to the downtrend. Or, okay, let me just illustrate it for you guys. So price will move in a downtrend, right? So it'll either come up, break this high, all right, and that's whatever the candle closes above, that is your current break of structure. Or what'll happen is you'll get something like this. Price will start to go, it'll retrace, and then continue up. And then this becomes your new break of structure. So from there, you'll take the entry wherever the candle closes above, if it does close above here. So all we're looking for is a candle body close above the break of structure, all right, which is going to be this pink line. Once the candle body closes, all right, you're going to take your entry at the close, put your stops below, and you're going to target a 2-to-1. You can see that was almost a perfect setup. So that was a win. And then the previous session, I believe there was a short on Euro. I don't remember because I didn't take these trades. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it wasn't Euro. I think it was a short. Yeah, it was a short. So is this one here. So you broke the high. This is your current break of structure because this is the previous low before the candle took out the high, or before the next candle or the rest of the trend took out the high. All right, that's your lowest point. From there, as soon as the candle body closes, Hold on. You know what? Let me just make sure I got this right. Okay, it was euro. I thought it was fucking Great British Pound. What the hell was that entry then? Was it this? That doesn't seem right. Hold on. Now I'm confused because of course, like I saw everything was happening like on Discord after it happened, but I never actually looked. 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Break a structure on maybe different exchange. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong session. This is New York. You're on the New York. Okay. So you basically had a small ABC. You wait for a confirmation, which I believe was above this candle. So you want to enter it here. Stops below the low. Targeted fixed 2 to 1. Boom, in and out. Let's see. Okay, so sorry, Alan Clark. That was a long way to talk about to answer your question, but I've been focusing on potentially finding a scalping strategy on a different, on different markets. You've been hearing about the BNB news that CZ is buying up BNB to hold it above 212. I have not heard that, Sky Knight. Glad you're back with us, Darren Michaels. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's good to see you too. I'm glad to be back. Even though I'm not really taking a break or haven't taken a break, I just have been around. And the market's been kind of boring, so there's not really too much to talk about. I'm a little confused how we find the stronger pair to trade is based off of volatility. It's based off of whatever sweeps first, Joe. So like ideally, for example, with this, I hate when the charts do this. You can see, so if you look at the left-hand side of my screen, this is where on this side, Europe, or the euro sweeped, where it took out the lows. The Great British Pound didn't. So the fact that the GBP didn't do it and euro did, that becomes the pair you look for a trade. So it's based off of whatever takes the lows or the highs first. Is Phantom Discord for free? Yes, if you go to his YouTube channel or his Twitter, he does have a free section. See if I can find it. Joe, I'm a copy. If you guys want to join, you can. It's not my Discord, but there is a free section. Let's see. Armand, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. So yeah. So I've been like experimenting with this, and if you guys like, there's people who have been back testing this religiously. Let's see if I can find. I had a spreadsheet open. So if you guys are interested, there's someone who is like, there's constantly people looking at this, but there's someone on Twitter who is back testing this and looking at this and all this information. Why can I move this? This is not good. Okay, I'm still here, right? Yeah, I should be still. If I can get this to load, I'll show you guys. But basically, someone's been back testing this and kind of tracking the stats of it in real time. Here we go. All right, and it basically tells you the win percentage. All right, so if you're going based off of the strongest pair, here are the results for it. This spreadsheet's really good. You guys want, I'll copy and paste. You guys can look at this yourselves. So you can see how good it's done. It's done really well. Like if you've been trading, like risking 1%, doing this since February, you'd be up a good amount. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. What have you guys been up to? The summer is ending. Thank God. Sorry, I'm just not a big summer guy. I'm in between seasons, fall and spring. Fall and spring are my favorite. Ideally the fall, but spring's not so bad. Halloween hype. We got Halloween. We got my birthday, Kite's birthday, Scorpio season. God, I cringe every time I hear that word. That's why we're all Scorpios here. Oh, Algo put it in a nice lower low. I think I talked about this last time, did I? Oh no, this was after the stream. Algo put in a nice low, or a nice new low. Complete this setup. This was a fantastic trade. Hey, Scorpio gang. Seems like some of the best traders, or most of the best traders that I know, are Scorpios. I could be wrong on that. $11.18. Oh, you're actually not that far from me, Joe. I'm 11.11. Myself, I am 11.11. It's a good day. Oh, Sky Knight. You're actually pretty close to me. You know, it's funny. Sky Knight, you're 2 days after me, and Kite is 2 days before me. So it's Kite, me, Sky Knight, and then Joe. That's funny how it's all within. And like all of my closest friends, they all have their birth. Oh, except for maybe 2 or 3 of them. Most of my closest friends have birthdays in November. I'll be turning 29. My cousin's birthday is 11/3. Damn, it's a lot of birthdays in the beginning of. It's weird. It's always like the beginning of November. It's never like around Thanksgiving. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I know Joe has the closest birthday, like a little bit more than halfway through the month, But I've noticed that a lot of the birthdays in November happen in like the first half of November. That's at least been my experience. So yeah. Fall's coming. I can't wait. Maybe someday soon. Actually, I'm not going to speak too much on it. Exactly. Valentine's Day babies. Exactly. I just realized this too. Like, so you look at the parameters for this. Like, you're not supposed to trade during red folder days, FOMC, CPI, NFP. If there's a lot of like European bank holidays, that might be a no trade day. But it's something I just realized too. Like, if you trade on news days, this is what you would still do decent, but you wouldn't make that much money. Very interesting. Like I said, if you guys are interested, check out Joel's Twitter. I'm happy he finally linked it. He does a great job putting this all in a spreadsheet. My other friend is 1125. I'm pretty sure it's a Sagittarius. Does it switch? Doesn't it switch at the end of or the beginning of? I thought it was beginning of December, but maybe it's halfway through November it switches. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't give a shit about Scorpio, about like signs and stuff like that. No offense. I noticed that he has twice as much success in New York session than London. Maybe only trade New York. You could do that, Joe, if you don't want to wake up in the morning. The reason why he hasn't been trading London is because he's just been like doing work, or he's been sleeping because he has college and stuff. But you know, he took 2 London trades on Tuesday, and like based off of that alone, like he almost passed the funding challenge. He passed phase 1 of another 200K account. So yeah, if you guys want to check out Discord and learn about the Forex Judas swing, let me know, or not let me know. We'll check out the link in Discord. The link's here in the chat. Pretty sure it's never a full month. Okay, that's what I always thought. I thought it was like towards the end. Scorpio is October 20. Okay, you're right. You're right. Wow, that should be really dumped. Did I catch him on chat? Okay. I did catch up on chat. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I've been nothing really much has been going on. I bought. I'll show you. Let me show you guys something. I did buy. If you guys care about guitar stuff, all right, I doubt most of you guys do, but the only thing I've done that's like somewhat exciting recently is I bought a Maxim OD808. Oh, you can't see it because it's fucking green. That's actually really funny. That looks really cool, actually. But yeah, this is a guitar pedal. It's an effects pedal. I just forgot that it was green. Well, I knew it was green, but I forgot that it would be invisible. That's really cool. Definitely fun. This thing was on sale. I've been wanting to buy one of these for a very long time. Says it's screw it. I'm trying to think of what else I've done recently. I haven't really been doing much. Yeah. Let's see. Thoughts on entry shorts on ETH, OP, ARB, and APT. For some reason, that was a tongue twister, Hugo. Like as of right now, Hugo, or is it like? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So that ETH position isn't the best, but it's not terrible. All right. I would not say that's a bad position. That would be the correct entry. I would say preferably if you could have caught the one above, do that, but I wouldn't. This is not the worst. This is not the worst trade setup I've seen. Definitely a possible continuation setup. OP. What short entry? The only one I really see that kind of makes sense is this one I have marked out at around $1.50. But I feel like you definitely wouldn't gotten stopped at a lot doing that one. Yeah, that's too small for me. This is this is definitely a bearish ABC, but I do not like this for a trade setup one bit. If you're looking for up and coming possible short entries, this is a possibility for sure. What was the other one? ARB. All right, so ARB actually has a bullish entry off of this pivot. Actually, off of this one. Oh, yeah, Joe, you mentioned so. Okay, got the MacBook running again and caught the scalp short on BTC. 18-1 so far. That's an awesome trade, Joe. Fantastic. I'm sorry, you did say that, but I completely missed that message before. I'm sorry. ARB might be a good project to hold spot on. I'll consider it. I'll have to look into it, Sky Knight, but I'll definitely consider it. I don't see a short entry on ARB at the moment. At least anything that's significant. No, I don't. I can't. I mean, there's a very small ABC, but I don't like that as a larger term position to hold. I personally like this one more. Was lucky to get that ARB airdrop. APT. That's a really good setup. So for APT, definitely around that 560 or 548. Sorry, 548. That's a good, really good entry. I don't see anything regarding shorts. The only thing I can see maybe at the moment is you get something like this. That I would consider maybe a decent position. Yeah, I would say that's decent. It's not the best, but it's decent. So if you want to try to take that short around 619, that's a decent one, but not something I personally would do. Did you ask for anything else? Okay, yes, I got everything. Hugo, let me know if you need any other questions, or if you have any questions about what I just looked at. Please let me know. Let's see. Got the MacBook running again. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna stay on here for a little bit longer, but I'm crashing right now. I got decent sleep. I'm just really fucking tired. I'm gonna go get myself a quick pick me up. I'll be right back, and it's not what you think it is. I already know some of you guys are gonna be thinking it's not the case. Be right back. Let me know if you guys have any questions, or I see some things you guys want me to look at. Just let me know if you want to look at anything else. If you have any questions, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Go rub one out. No. No. If you guys are curious, it's not gonna pop up because the can's fucking green. But yeah, you guys can't fucking see this. So fucking good, man. I love this drink. I know you guys are gonna be up my ass about drinking soda, but hold on. You guys gotta hear me out. So right now I'm currently drinking. Be a good picture. I'm currently drinking the Mountain Dew Energy Baja Blast flavor. I fucking love this drink. This is my favorite energy drink of all time. I don't care. I will fight anyone. I hate coffee. I don't like... Okay, I don't hate coffee. I hate most coffee. Like, you would have to, like, seriously, like, put some sort of, like, flavored creamer in there. Like, one of my favorites is... it's like a gingerbread creamer flavor. For some reason, that mixed with coffee is so fucking good during the winter time. But I don't drink coffee and stuff. This is my coffee. Add vodka and I'm on board. Oh, that sounds pretty intense, Joe. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, like I can never find these in stores, and I found them at Walmart the other day. So I literally bought almost the entire supply. I bought like 15 cans. Let's see. AVAX also looks bullish. Yeah, I'll take a look at AVAX. Yes, AVAX does look bullish. I will agree with that, Umit. Absolutely. Even on a larger scale. That looks really good. Let's see if it can sustain. Is anybody doing Coinbase on-chain summer? I picked up some Coca-Cola NFT for 24 bucks and Atari for $8. I haven't, Joe. I didn't know that was a thing. It sounds kind of cool though. Let's see. Apple popped back above macro short level. May get another chance. Really? I might have to sell some of my shares if it did. Oh, okay. The macro on, yeah, I see. Okay. If we get back above this pivot, I'll sell some off. Guys, I don't have a lot of Apple shares. I might sell like one or two. Let's see. Back from manipulating the markets. Oten, that was a good one. That was no. I know I could have made some quick phone calls, but I don't know how much of a dent I can make. Let's see. What trades are you in? So let me pull up. I'm curious. I haven't seen. Oh shit. Forgot to put in my fucking VPN on. And not click connect. Where's Sweden? There it is. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do this again. Hold on, guys. I gotta log into my account to show you. Oh wow, it even signed me out on my phone. That's not very light. That's not very usual of. Well, also I haven't looked at Bybit in a very long time. I'm curious how much funding I have off of the short position. I gotta be making close to like probably $32 if I had to guess. Authenticator. So right now I'll tell you the positions I'm in. So right now I'm in an ETH short, BTC short, Solana short. I'm also hedging with the ETH long at the moment. I promise I will show you guys that in a moment. Okay, trade. All right, so let's go to QR code. Wow. Okay. So let me show you the ETH trade. Really? I'm only still at 26. Did the funding must have went negative for a little while. So yeah, this is pretty much a free trade. Almost a free trade. It's a $14 trade. So right now I'm only risking $14. I'm up almost 200 bucks, so can't complain. Let's see. I'll have to. Can I do the same thing with BitGet? I'll show you guys the BitGet shorts. Unfortunately, I have to wait. Hold on. BitGet. So right now I'm up. So see, I'm up 400% on the BTC short, and I'm up 400% on a Solana short. Let's see if I can pull this up. Fortunately, you guys can't see those numbers because of the green screen. You know what? Let me just do this quick. No, I'm not gonna, because if I start fucking with my camera, it's gonna fuck things up. I'll post a screenshot if you guys want to see it, or I'll put up a screenshot, and I'll show you the fair desk. Come on. Let me send both of these to myself. So right now, these are my current trades. So the Solana and BTC, about 400% on each. And then I'm in an ETH long. I'm hedging against all the other shorts. So I don't have high hopes for this trade, but I'm taking it regardless. Because you never know. So yeah, overall, that's all the trades that I'm in at the moment. I drink coffee every day. I tried the Mean Bean Monster drink, and it was pretty decent. Yeah, I can't do coffee, man. Luckily, I don't drink this stuff every day, so I know it, because I know it's not good for you. I limit myself to maybe probably like 2 to 3 times a week that I take one of these. But I do a really good job of trying to get good sleep. Sometimes it doesn't always happen. So when it doesn't, I have stuff to do. I rely on this. Hey Johnny, do you always use the same leverage? If it varies, why? Crypto Beehive, first of all, good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. And most of the time, I pretty much use the same. I use the same risk parameters, so the same leverage overall. Sometimes that might change. I'll show you an example. So right now, like if I would either use a 50% stop with 17x leverage, so that would give you a 3% stop loss on chart, or I'll do this. I'll drop this down to 3, this to 100. And so what I'll do is I'll use liquidation as my stop loss. And I know people always like, why do you use liquidation? You're going to pay more in fees. I'm like, yeah, that's true. But I don't take positions every day. All right. I take one position. I might enter that position a couple times. So I'm not really paying too much in fees when it comes to getting liquidated. So I really don't care. It's very convenient for me just to put up 33x and just go, okay, in this case, $600 you're risking. So that's pretty much what I do. It's either at 50% or 100. And it's mostly for convenience, and just kind of plugging numbers in pretty quick. Depends on if I'm in a rush or not. And also, the more leverage, the less margin you have to use. So for me, it really depends. If you want to be consistent, that's fine. You can stay with 17x. You can use any combination or any set of numbers you want. As long as it adds to the correct portfolio at risk, and as well as it aligns with your stop loss, you're good. You're golden. Johnny Tsunami. Johnny works for I don't know, Bogdanov. No, I don't. Ellie87. Hey Johnny, how we doing? Doing good, my friend. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. It's good to see you. This song is making me vibe. Yeah, it's a good song. Oh, is he the one with the picture of the phone and it says dump it? Is that the one? Is that the guy? Okay, yeah, I know exactly who that is. That's funny. I like the song too. Overall, Soul could have a long setup. Let's see. Let's take a look. Where's Soul? Yes. I don't think I'll take this. To me, the separations in trend aren't that significant versus something like this. Where is it? I would say like that's a very significant, or that's a little bit more of a like a more separated, a little bit more separation between the trends. This is a much larger separation between the trends. I like this a lot. So for me, technically, yes. I'm not going to be taking that though. I tried this one before and it didn't work. But you have an ABC within the C. I would say that if this low down here would be a higher area of confidence to go ahead and take the long positions off of, but I wouldn't necessarily do it. That's just me. So Johnny, are you closer to passing your trading challenge? Unfortunately, so I'm been experimenting with the strategy and I've been using like lower risk, but I've lost a couple trades in a row, so it put me back at a little bit more of a drawdown. So I was in the negatives for a little bit. I'll show you the account quick. I'm back. I'm up. Oh, wrong button. I'm up in the positives again. Pull it up. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize this until after. Why isn't this loading? Please don't make me sign in again. Fuck. We're gonna do, where's my password? So unfortunately, I'm only up 0.69%. Fantastic number. But before I was in the negatives because I was trying to experiment with some trades, or like I was trying to experiment with the setups on like non-trading days to see how it would work, or setups that maybe necessarily wouldn't have been taken at first, but then actually ended up being taken. If I took the 2 trades on Tuesday, I would have been up. So I usually risk 1.5%. So I went up 3, 6. So about 6%. So 6% of 25K on top of this would have been what, 250, right? Is it 250 times 6. So I'd be up $1,500 if I was able to take the trades, but just user error. I didn't wake up. By the time I woke up like at like 3, close to 4 o'clock in the morning for the first set of trades, the trade was almost done. And then the next trade, I just slept through it. So that was my fault. Yeah, it sucks, but I'm not going to sit here and worry about it. If you guys are interested, all right, take this with a grain of salt. All right. Oh, where the heck is my list? Here's my list. So let me find it first. So if you guys, the one thing I don't like is that funded accounts, when it comes to like taking the challenges and stuff, you guys gotta understand, at the end of the day, it's meant for you to fail. It's meant for you guys to, they're basically adding as much parameters as they can to put the odds in their favor. So the odds of you failing the phase one and the odds of you failing phase one are pretty decent. The odds of you failing phase two after passing phase one increases more, and then from there only a very small percent of traders get funded. So if you are a top tier trader with a very good strategy, you shouldn't have to worry, because eventually the odds will play in your favor. I'm more on the side that you should do what you can to limit the amount of chances you have to fail. So for me, in my head, the two things that came up into my mind were, one, is there a way you can maybe, instead of doing 2 phases, do a 1 phase? And if you can't do a 1 phase, are the rules any different? Then I found something online that you can actually get fully funded accounts without taking challenges, which I thought was very interesting. So there's a couple websites that do so. Instant funding. I'm like I said, some of these are I'm a little bit like skeptical of, but all right. So I paid $120 for a 2-phase challenge through where I'm at. So you can get a 1-phase challenge. All right, for $150 is not bad. You can get instant funding. So the only problem is the split's lower. Ugh. But you get 10% drawdown, which is actually really good. So at some point, maybe I might just buy a funded account for $5,000 and see what I can do with it. All you have to do is make 5% back, and you're pretty much made your money back in some, which you can do in a week. So I'm considering doing that. There's a couple ones like this one you can get funded instantly with. If you guys want to give that a shot. I would say if you guys are going to do this, go with like a lower, like start out with 2K. So like you might spend $95, get access to $2,000, but like you don't have to. Worst case scenario, if you like mess up with the 5% max drawdown, I will say if you are going to get an account with 5% max drawdown, I would say use a 0.5% stop. Give yourself a couple trades to lose with. Don't sit there and risk 1% when you only have a 5% drawdown. So risk like 0.5%. So I know 0.5% is like nothing when it comes to 2K, but it's small amounts. It'll help you get to where you want to be. And eventually, like, I feel like if you're able to make a couple percentage a month doing this, you should be able to catch up to that $95, no problem. So if you guys, I wouldn't say, if you are going to do this, don't put too much money into it. Starting off, start small and scale. $14,000 for $200, instant funding. That's actually really fucking good. Let's see. AZTV in Salah. Let's see, 9 to 15K BTC. Then we shall make halal profit only when haram coins go to 0. I agree, AZ. We buy the CZ in Dubai, boys. We shall visit Bear Jesus Kite below lower on Kite's chart. Yes, I forgot about that, AZ. I did. Overall, what strategy do you use? What strategy you use for that strategy? So, if you guys aren't interested, there's something, it's called the Forex Judas swing, which is taught by a YouTuber named Phantom ICT. If you guys are interested, right, just type in Phantom ICT, watch these first 2 videos. All right, I really like the concept of this. The rules and parameters are very similar to how I trade crypto, so I think it's not. I'm not giving it the green light just yet, but over the course of being in this Discord for a couple weeks and watching this, I really do like how the strategy works. We only trade a certain amount of days. We don't trade every day. We wait for the opportunities to come to us. Definitely check this out though. He also has a free Discord, which it's a little bit of a shit show. I'm not gonna lie, but definitely go check it out if you guys are interested. It's called the Forex Judas model. No daily bias, because this is based off of a ICT concept. So basically, you only take trades during certain times of the day. only if the opposition comes, or if the position is presents itself, and then from there you can go ahead and you know, take advantage of it. And from there you can, there's people who backtrack this. So there's a guy on Twitter, his name's Joel Carpenter, I believe. Where is his? So if you want, all this is in the, all of this is, if you guys scroll up a little bit more, right? There's, I left a Discord link and a Google Docs link. The Google Docs link is this. His name is Joel Carpenter. He does a really good job. There's his Twitter. If you guys want to go check him out, he does a really good job back testing and going back and like tracking the trades, so you guys can see what this strategy was able to do since February. All right, so at the moment it's got around a 55% win rate with an average of a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. I don't know about you guys, but that is insane numbers. So definitely go check it out if you guys are interested. I'm not greenlighting this yet. I want to be here for a couple months and do this for a while and get familiar and be consistent with this before I can go ahead and greenlight this. But I really like what I see so far. I'll just say that. Contracts, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I'm doing good. Market's been kind of slow, so not really too much going on. But AZ LOL. What's nice is that a lot of these links you can click on and check the trades. Can you show some XRP action? Absolutely. All right, so XRP, pretty much contracts. I don't know if you're shorting, but there was a good short up here. We are currently below a macro pivot, so technically the shorts are going to be in our favor. You know, if you wanted to take profit down there, it would have been a fantastic trade. But ideally, I don't see anything that's tradable. I don't. I want to see a nice larger, I mean, this is a pretty decent separation in trend. So if we come back down below this pivot, that's probably a good long position, but we're pretty far away from that. Besides that, I really don't see anything else that's too, like, I don't see anything that's worth trading or worth considering the trade. Is it possible for too many people to trade a strategy such as Judas? Could too many people be trading the same strat be bad? Yes, Joe, but it's the same rule, or the same logic applies to ABCs. All right, the strategy is very straightforward, pretty profitable. The rule sets are very, I guess, limited. But the problem is there's two things. One, you can literally post the perfect strategy, or post how to trade the perfect strategy on the front page of New York Times. I forgot there was a trading author who talked about this in Mark Douglas's book, and this idea is very true in my eyes. You can post a perfect strategy on the front page of the New York Times where everyone can see it, and people will still find ways to mess it up, because it's not just strategy, it's how you approach it. So technically, yes, but it would have to be on such a large scale that, and you also got to think, this goes into the second reason. Just like ABCs work. Damn, who deleted my comment? LOL. What comment? I don't see anything here that someone deleted. You meant. But anyway, I'm Joe. But pretty much, like, But it's the same thing like ABCs. If ABCs are so simple and everyone does ABCs, do ABCs still work anymore? Well, the only way that it would stop working is if so many people did it, because you have to understand this. These type of strategies go against retail trading. All right, a lot of the times when price breaks below a support or above a resistance, most people are either taking breakout trades above or breakout trades below support or resistance. They're getting into these positions late. And what these strategies do is that it offers an opportunity to take advantage of those who got in late by trading against them. So in theory, you're technically correct. There could be a point to where so many people trade this strategy, it becomes unprofitable. But one, people will still mess it up. So it's not going to be that successful because everyone won't be able to implement it. Two, so many people will have to implement it that it would have to override the way most people trade from a more simplistic standpoint when it comes to like basic support, resistance, trend lines, and all that stuff, that it'll have to overpower that. And then the whole trading dynamic or the whole way trading is done the whole paradigm will have to shift itself. So me personally, I don't see that being the case. It could be, I would say, for the Forex model, I think it's a little bit easier to change, a little bit more likely to change because you are using smaller time frames versus trading ABCs. Like, it's gonna be very hard to change the way how ABCs work because it's such large time frames that you have to have so much money to move the market that it becomes almost impossible to do so. Is it possible? Yes. I would say it's very unlikely because of those two reasons. Yes, market want to go in a downtrend again. Already took TP in my short and now just waiting for ABC upside on a lower time frame for down continuation. Maybe the beginning of a larger downtrend. Absolutely contracts. I personally think XRP from a larger perspective, I'm going to be real, but bearish case scenario, I honestly think it can break the low. I would not be surprised if XRP broke the previous low from the peak of the bear market. So 28.69, I definitely can see it going back down there. Dope. Yeah, Joe. So that's like the main reason why I think it very well could change, but at the moment I just don't see it changing consistently to where it just doesn't work anymore. That's just me. Because there's so many people trading other strategies that are more mainstream. Nobody really knows about stuff like this. Like, even if 100,000 people traded the Forex Judas swing or this model, I feel like there's a lot more people trading more simplistic styles. Let's see. Thanks, brother. Hope this strat is legit. Let's fucking go. Hopefully, Joe. I honestly have really high hopes. Maybe too high of hopes, to be honest. I even have like a I even have my own spreadsheet, which basically I'm like tracking what where you can buy funded accounts from, and like how much you can potentially make. So like if you made a 2% average return off of 25 grand a month, which is low, you make an extra $500 on a year is 6,000. And you can this can easily scale up. I've showed you guys this before. Like, what if you just had one account challenge from every website? The max tier. All right, if you had a max tier potential, all right, 2.5 million. If you're making about 2% average a month, which is low, that's very good. That's a nice salary right there. That's a nice salary. So, it definitely has a chance to snowball. So I'm gonna. Oh no, that's too. We don't want that. I could just hit Control Z if I didn't want to, but I'm making a spreadsheet. I'm gonna be tracking like my accounts that I have and stuff. Like Dow Jones is at the top with a short setup, long term, maybe financial crisis. Yes, contracts. I definitely agree. One of the biggest things I talked about recently, the last couple months, is if you look at like the SPY. If the SPY comes up and puts in a higher high, and forms this larger ABC, we are in trouble. I'm telling you this now. I'm gonna be very scared if something like this happens, because either new COVID or World War III, but something's going to take this down. Just like what happened in 2008. All right, in 2008, this is a perfect example. We had an initial uptrend, we got rejected, formed support, eventually made our way back up, literally put in the tiniest wick above, and then fell off a cliff. So if history is going to rhyme, not repeat, but rhyme, we can easily see, if we put in another peak, we can easily see a 40%, 35-40% drop in the S&P, which is absolutely terrifying. Human error seems to be the largest factor. Yes, human error, and that's another reason why I don't think the strategy is going to be changing anytime soon. Is that people manage to find ways to fuck up. I'm even with myself. I messed up on position sizes. I messed up on entries. I'm still learning the strategy, so it's still relatively new. But I've taken winning trades with this. Could too many people trading the stream strategy be bad? That is a theory that I agree with. But on the other hand, it's the reason that is better to trade longer time frame because there is more liquidity. Absolutely, contracts. I absolutely agree with that. Absolutely agree. And that's the thing. Too many people technically could trade a strategy, but the overall majority would have to trade a certain way in order for the market paradigm to shift. For trading to work in a different way, the overall majority of people have to change or trade the exact same way. But that will never happen. That will never happen. So fun to learn. Traders are tradesmen. Yes, exactly. Yes, is what I'm talking about with friends and family. We can see the charts is what is going on before the news. Yep. Each of those long-term setups always arrive with something, virus war, etc. Exactly. The charts will tell you news before the news even happens. I guarantee you there was someone out there. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But if I was trading back in 2008 and I saw this, I'd be very scared. Too bad in 2008, what was I? I was in... I was 14. So what grade are you in 14? I was in 8th grade. I was just graduating middle school when this stuff was happening. No, I was in high school. No, this was the summer I graduated middle school. All this was happening. I was outside playing football and stuff while the world was collapsing. God, I miss being a kid sometimes, man. Like a war, Russia versus you. I don't know if you two strikes writing the complete country names. Already was in a downtrend before they start the fight. Yeah, I definitely agree. Contracts, yeah. Can we look at the start of the S&P 500 to see if you would be in an ABC long for 20 years? Yeah, let's take a look. Can I go any further than this? What's the best ticker? SPX? Okay, here we go. All right, so let's go back in history. From the beginning. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I could not make this up. I cannot make this up. If I was alive in the 1800s, I cannot make this up, guys. Boom. That's it. Done. All in right here. And look at this. You would have made so much money. $700% return. Back in those days, you could have bought, I could have had my own state. Fuck the Louisiana Purchase. The Midwest would have been mine. 1928. Imagine that. That is a crazy crash, man. 85%. Even still, even if you went back to break, you would have went back to re-enter the test of support. All right, but let's say you were born after the crash. Boom. I would have been accumulating in this zone right here. Bum. Done. Same thing here. Easy. Accumulation zone. There's a smaller one here. That would have been a place I would sprinkle. Into 1982 would have been a good buy-in. This is the 08 crash. So yeah, you would have had a couple good buying opportunities. It feels like when ABCs happen on the SPX, definitely take them. Take a look at XCQT. Absolutely. Contracts, cheers. No Tradingview back then, LOL. Gotta run the bank with stock papers. We would have found a way, you met. We would have found a way. Well, at the time, you could make a call, phone call asking for OHLC, and you start drawing your own chart. You could do that, yeah. I would have drew my own chart. If I knew ABCs back then, we would have killed it. Open, high, low, close. Okay, I got you. Yeah, you definitely could have made your own charts. That's how they did it back then. All right, Sky Knight wants. Let's see. What is it? XEQT. Is this it? The collapse of BlackRock. Let me know which one. I feel like it's the same. Core equity ETF. Okay. All right, so very similar to the S&P. The only thing I would, yeah, it's still the same. It just looks like a larger ABC that's forming. Within the downtrend, if we, like I said, if we come up to putting this higher high and we reject, it can be very scary, very scary. I really don't see anything within this uptrend that concerns me. You had the buying opportunity down here, but I really don't see anything else that would that really stuck out to me. Read a Business Week article. 2/3 of hedge funds do not outperform the S&P 500. Well, when I start mine, Joe, I'll be part of that 1/3 that does. Most of those magazines are liars. I have no idea. I have no idea contracts. I have no idea. I don't read. No, I'm just kidding. I listen to books. What's the deal with quantum trading? Sky Knight, I have no idea. I never got really into those like buzzwords. But I don't know. To me, it just seems like it's a bunch of extra noise. It just seems like it's a bunch of extra stuff they really don't need to use. I could be wrong. Maybe, you know, just like, you know, in Forex, you kind of have to approach trading maybe with a different strategy. Could be the same with quantum trading. I have no idea. Sorry, I had to burp. Let's see. Johnny Long, BTC Long at 24,200. What are we at? Hold on, before I do that, I want to check the DXY. I want a DXY to keep going. All right, anyway, going back. Sorry. Let's see. I'll consider it a leaf because that's a pretty good separation in trend. But to be honest, I really think 20K is in the cards. Especially if that fails, I think 20K is in the cards. Burp, cheers. I'm in here in Mexico. I talked with bank director years ago when I was trading futures intraday. He told me that the bank pays him, pay him to go to those popular famous people from those trading magazines. In long term, no one makes money. And that was words from a bank director. I would say in the long-term contracts, most don't make money. Yeah, I would say most don't make money. I definitely think you could make money long-term. It depends what you're thinking long-term. I think quantum is a bunch of tiny fast trades like a machine gun of positions. I don't know if you are new to this trading world, but it's better ignore everything and just focus on one thing. Don't let your mind absorb this virus information. Yeah, I don't think Joe's taking it seriously. I think he's just asking. Or sorry, Sky Knight was just asking. Unless you're talking about the magazines. Yeah, it's hard for me to take any newspaper or magazine serious, so. Just realized you're wrong. Glad I didn't miss the show. Don't worry, Drew. We're just hanging out. I gone through all the TA. If you guys have any questions. Like I said, I feel bad for not. Well, I didn't say this, but I feel bad for not streaming on Monday, so I figured I'd stay here for a little bit longer. Chit chat with you guys, see what's going on. I mean, you can make money. My job is trading. I'm saying that most of those people don't show themselves in financial trading magazines or not. Yeah, I would absolutely. Yep. 100% agree. 100% agree. You're absolutely right, contracts. Absolutely right. Did you talk Forex already? I did, but I'll talk about it again. So on Tuesday there was 2 trades, both were winners. Unfortunately, I did not take them because the first one I fell asleep. The first one I fell asleep on, and the second one, actually both I fell asleep on. The first trade I woke up late, and the trade was already halfway through to its target, so I missed out. And the second one I just straight up blew, like I slept right through it. I woke up like 9:30, and I thought I had a chance to get in, but I didn't, or something. Like, I don't remember what time it would happen, but I know by the time I wanted to get in, it was just too late. But if you did trade the strategy Tuesday both times, you would have hit TP. You would have won. So it would have been, if you're risking 1%, that would have been 4%, right? Yeah, 4% gain. So. And also, Drew, another thing that I found out is, like, with these funded account challenges, I don't like the idea that you have to take a challenge. There are websites out there that offer instant funding, but you do have to pay a little bit more. But it is going to take a little bit more time to break even. But the time it would take to get your money back from trading when it comes to making the funding account, you would probably be more likely to get that money back faster than you would passing a challenge. So it's up to you. I would say if you're going to do that, start small. I'm not going to recommend any sites, but like FTUK, they have instant funding. You pay $200 for 14 grand. If you can make an average of 2% a month off of that 14 grand, you can make your money back within the first month. So, and 2% a month is very low, very slow. So, there's other ones like this one, like instant funding. These are a little more expensive. But you know, if you want to get like 10K to pay 440, I would say start small. You know, you don't have to take a challenge, but if you want to just, you know, throw 80 bucks at it and see what happens, not a terrible idea to get some practice. And these are actually, you can start getting paid right away. You can always just scale. Maven Trading has one. You start at 2K with a 5% max drawdown. You risk 0.5%. You know, never always give yourself some breathing room. You can do decent. What's another one? This one. So Master Trader Program is instant funding. So for 10K 450, that's not terrible. A 70-30 split. That could be better. But as you can see, the higher in profit you get, the more you get to unlock. You can also scale these accounts too. Versus scaling. So every time you double it, or sorry, every time you make 10%, you get to scale to the next level, which is actually kind of cool. Let's see. Drew, hell yeah, brother. You're liking this Forex potential too. How those funding companies pay you? PayPal transfer. So a lot of them, they trade in crypto. Some of them do PayPal, and some of them can do wire transfers. A lot of them you have options to pick. I haven't gotten any payouts yet, but for the company that I'm using, which is Tradingview, they pay out in crypto, and also I think PayPal as well. I have to double check if it's PayPal or wire transfer. It's one of those. But a lot of these companies you can pay either in crypto or transfer. Like I said, it's not bad. And like, you have the power to really, if you have a consistent good strategy. I used to be very against funded accounts, but something I realized while thinking about this, like if you're starting out small and you want to make something out of it, like for me, I've been trading for years. Okay, I can take the same principles and the same foundation of my trading career, and I can go to a different market like Forex, find a new strategy, figure out how it works, use the same principles that I use in crypto trading, and I'll be just fine. Like I have a feeling that even though I might not have a lot of experience in Forex, I can take my foundation in crypto trading and I can do very, very well with this if this works. Paid in crypto? I'm in. Yeah. No, like for example, I'll show you this. Just double check which website you use before you sign up. So like, this is the guy who I showed you this YouTube video. Where is it? Of course I can't fucking find it. So you see, you can get paid in BTC. And he has receipts. Why can't I find this? Thought he posted, maybe it was on his Twitter. He has receipts of him getting crypto payments. Maybe it's on his Twitter. I don't remember where it was exactly. I don't know. I can't. It's probably on his Twitter. I'm looking too much into this. Let's see. We can also trade, swing trade ABCs on Forex along with the do distract, correct? You could, Joe. My problem with Forex when it comes to like ABCs is that it's just not as pronounced. Some of them are really good. Like this is a really good one here. That's a really good short position. So like I'm not saying like you're gonna get the best entries with this. Sometimes they do appear like the entries do seem better, but a lot of the times you just get trends like this, which are just ugly. But yeah, they Forex does have potential to take longer swing trades. I personally don't do that. I'll consider looking into it. But like with prop firms, my problem with when it comes to Forex markets is that they charge very high swap fees. So what basically think of swap fees as funding rate. The swap fees are literally, depending on your broker, are 10 to 15 times more expensive than Bybit. So you be paying way more money. And it's not like negative funding and positive funding where you get paid to hold a position if you're in the opposite funding direction, vice versa. No, you have to pay regardless. You have to basically, they charge you to keep a position open, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. So me personally, I probably wouldn't recommend swing trading on Forex just because you're gonna get eaten alive in swap fees, but give it a shot. I personally, if you're gonna swing trade, I just stick to crypto. Just stick to crypto. Let's see. All the charts are fractal. I mean, just ignore the instrument name and it's the same thing, same pattern that repeats in any chart. Yeah, I would agree to that to an extent. I think on some markets it's more prevalent than others, but I definitely would agree with that. I think chat filters some words. I tried new prop firm 3 times and they all got deleted. If you want to put in the name of the word that maybe like change a letter or two out, like put the word in, change the first or second, change the first letter or first 2 letters, and then just put the letter after it, and I'll look into it. Like I said, if we can scale this, guys, like I said, it's in some of these prop firms, they don't have account caps. So technically, like let's say you get one of each. All right, let's say you pass all these challenges. All right, like I said, 2.5 million in funding. You average about a 2% return every month. That is very low. Okay, that's very realistic. You can make around 50 grand. Okay, 50 grand a month, 600K a year. Now let's say you wanted to stack more. Now let's say you have 2 of these challenges. All right. Now you're at 654 with a potential of 54K a year. And now you're making about 54K a year and you're only spending, you know, you have to spend $1,000 on one of these challenges. You can buy like 5 at a time. Maybe, you know, 6 at a time. And next thing you know, like you're at, like you can get to $1 million a year easily doing this, easily. Now, the couple things. One, when you have this many accounts, you have to manage them. There's software out there, or there's websites that allow you to basically, it's called a trade copier. It's not a copy trader, it's a trade copier. So basically you have one account that you take your trades in, and then you have a bunch of other accounts that will follow that account. So technically, if you can link all of them up, like you have a very, very, very extreme snowball that you can build with this. Billions Club, they are a crypto-friendly new prop firm. I'll check it out. I'll definitely add that to my list. I'll add that to like this entire page is just dedicated to prop firms and like what they have to offer. So I'll definitely add that to the list. If you're only trading 2 pairs, it shouldn't be hard to manage. Not at all. You're only trading 2 pairs. Well, actually, you have the option to trade 2 pairs, but you're only trading 1 at a time. You're only taking trades maybe 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, not 2 to 3 times. Maybe like 4 or 5 trades in a week, depending on how many days you have. So remember, each day you have a potential of 2 trades. So if you have 3 days, 2, 4, 6, 2 days, 2, 4. So you have a potential to, you know, do a lot with this. And I'm not trying to hype you guys up. You know, don't get yourself into thinking too far ahead. Keep your expectations realistic. And wait till if you can build up to that point. If you can build up to that point, then you can start getting a little bit more excited. Yeah, what's the name of that one? I'll search it up right now. Let's see. Billions Club. Okay, this is interesting because usually a lot of these brokers just use ACAP, and I hate ACAP. That's actually not bad. That is not bad price. Only problem is I only have a 5% drawdown with an 8% target. That's not bad, but it could take you a while to pass that challenge. But I'll definitely look into this more. You can hold overnight and weekend. With a lot of these you can. They have a very, very, very dangerous tool right here. They have a very dangerous tool. How high can you go with this? 1.5? That's insane. 3% profit target, 1.5 million. Oh. $45,000 a month. If you're only trading, okay, you can hold overnight and weekends. You may notice Johnny was using your name as the example. Hold on. I can never make a nice cheddar. Wait, what? I'll definitely add this to my list though. But right now, to be honest, I think if the math makes sense, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think just going for straight up funding is the move. because you can get paid. I don't like the idea of having to take challenges, but with the challenges, I understand they're cheaper, and if you get funded, you start off with a lot more at the end. I saw most of those pay to get funded have a scaling account size. So a lot of these accounts, so you start out small. So technically you can start out, you know, taking the $2,000 one, but you can work your way up to 500 grand. So, you know, it's good because you don't have to spend you don't have to spend as much money to get to that point. It might take you longer, but you don't have to get to that. You don't have to rush to get to that point. So I'm telling you, like I said, that I can now that I've kind of been exposed to this industry a little bit more, and I have some experience with a decent strategy, I am not surprised that a lot of these Forex guys are millionaires. A lot of them are still scams, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of them are a bunch of BS, but the few that are legit, who are making a lot of money doing this, I can see why this snowballs very quickly. I understand now. I'm using Hydra funding, which sucks. Anyone you're listening to that is legit whenever it comes to trading, the only person that I think is legit so far is Phantom, which is the guy the Discord I'm in. So if you go to the reason why I think he's legit is because there's a couple reasons. One, his strategy is very similar to ABC's in a way that he's looking for price to take out liquidity, taking and then entering trades when it gets back above or when the market confirms that it possibly can reverse. We do things a little bit differently, but it's all the same principles. And also too, he doesn't overtrade. He's taking a couple trades a week. He's not chasing opportunities. He's waiting for price to basically hit his criteria. If it doesn't hit his criteria, he doesn't trade. The exact same way we do. If price doesn't, you know, form an ABC, we don't take the trade. Also, his ideas are very similar when it comes to being a robot, you know, sticking to the strategy, letting the probabilities play out. You know, don't let emotions get to you. Another thing, which is something that I mentioned once already, he's another YouTuber who does this. And just like me, I don't sit here and chill my Discord. I don't sit here and chill the stuff that I teach. If you guys are here and you want to learn more, I absolutely provide as much information for free as I can, and you guys can take the next step forward to sign up. And it does come back to support me, but I will never ever sit here and overly ask you guys to do something. He's the exact same way. He has his own Discord that you can pay for, but he doesn't advertise it. He doesn't chill it. He doesn't kind of show a flashy lifestyle in order to get you guys to sign up. And I think because of that, and as well as the strategy and him being transparent as he can be, it lines up very well to how I approach trading, and I can respect that a lot. So I really like how he's doing this. If this works out, and if I can start talking about this more with more confidence and show you guys, hey, this is possible, I would love to have Phantom on the channel, have it interviewed, you know, shoot the shit and see, just kind of talk trading and hopefully help you guys out if you guys are interested. Any questions you might, maybe I'll live stream it, maybe not. I'm not too sure yet. But he's definitely a cool guy. I would love to sit down with him and kind of just, I have a feeling we're gonna have a very similar experience when it comes to trading. So I always wanted to connect with those who are similar and like-minded to me, and I think he's definitely one of them. Drew, thanks. Yeah, like I say, if you want to go check it out, I'll drop this video link. He also has his own Twitter. His Discord link is in the description. Now, he has a paid section, but you can get in for free. Oh, it's not this video. If you go to part 2, all right, if you go to part 2, he has a free Discord chat. You can join there. I'm in there. If you guys want to talk to me, ask me questions, I will be in there too. So yeah, I'll tell you what though, the free chat is a little toxic because people are, it's not until like I go to other people's Discords and stuff and I realize how how, I wouldn't say dumb, but how smooth brained some people are. I'm sorry to say that. None of you guys here, that applies to none of you guys here. But there's some people in other chats who like don't know what to do, and like they're looking for handouts. When collab with, oh god, I'm not even gonna say that name. You meant never. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people I love to collab with. Unfortunately, he's just not one of them. He's a very weird dude. I'll never get over what happened between him and Kite, and I'll never. And the one clip I saw when he was at the Bitcoin Expo in Miami. After a seminar, he like walked out of the side of the seminar and he was screaming he was like screaming out his YouTube credentials to have people to subscribe. I'm like, what a poser. So I can't associate with people like that, man. I can't. So definitely go check it out if you guys are interested. And like I said, if you guys want like this spreadsheet, I'll leave the spreadsheet in the description, in the chat. All right, this spreadsheet is constantly being updated. All right, shout out to, if you guys want to check him out, if you go to the EU Newsday, his name's Joel Carpenter. All right, they've been sitting here back testing. They put in a lot of time, and I really do appreciate the work because not too many people will do this. And you can even, a lot of the times you can check the trades themselves. You can see where the trades would have been taken at. So I like it. I like it a lot. There's a lot of people putting time into this strategy, so I think it definitely has potential. Such good info. I think this September might be green for crypto. We'll see, you man. We'll definitely see. I'm not too convinced, but we'll have to see. Joe hype. Smooth brain, mouth breathing. Yep, pretty much mouth breathers. Yep, there's a bunch of mouth breathers in the free chat. So if you guys want to join that Discord, just be careful. What PC games do you play? Recently I've been playing Chivalry 2. Surprisingly, I've been playing PUBG. I know that game's very old, but they have like a casual mode where me and two other friends, we basically play bot matches, but it's bot matches mixed with players. So it's like 12 players at a full lobby. It's just fun to mess around. We don't take it seriously. We're good, but we're not like, you know, we're not hacking. There's a lot of people still hacking that game, which is kind of sad. So it kind of limits the amount of tryhards and sweats and hackers that you run into in this game. So I occasionally play PUBG. I've been playing. What else have I been playing? Chivalry 2, which is like a hand-to-hand combat game, which is really fun. I do have balloons. This is a game I played a couple times and I was bored. I played it yesterday for a little bit. BattleBit. I've been playing BattleBit. BattleBit's a good game. I'm trying to think of what other games I've been playing recently. The Hunter, the Hunter Call of the Wild. That's fun to just like, it's more of a chillax game to this kind of this pastime. I don't have that many games, to be honest. Yeah, I really don't have that many games that I've really played too much recently. Just call them what they are, NPCs. That's another good one, Joe. That's another good. No League of Legends? Damn, no, I cannot do League. I cannot do League, man. I just, first of all, I suck at it. And two, I hate playing lobbies where people take that game so seriously. I just can't do it. There was a game that came out a while ago that was called Fault. If you guys don't know what this game is, pretty much I uninstalled it because I just don't play it anymore. but it's almost like a third person, like behind, like a back view instead of a top down of like the MOBA. And it's it was very fun at the time for a little bit. I prefer that over League, but I thought that's a Cryptos Traders game. Chivalry 2, yes. I used to play that too. I think I'm gonna install it again. It was very funny. It's a fun game. Like they have a game mode now in Chivalry 2. It's just like a fist fight. Basically, you have a bunch of people in a small room or in a small area, and you have a bunch of like environment weapons you can use. You can throw stuff at people, but you just punch each other. It's fun. I played that with a couple of my friends not too long ago. Sometimes I'll play with my friend Monk and Kite. We haven't played this recently, but we played where the hell is it? Deep Rock. We played Deep Rock recently. So yeah. Wake me up when September ends. Dude, I fucking hate my goddamn phone, dude. I gotta get rid of this, man. I don't know whose idea it was to keep this thing. It's so fucking stupid. And it's like in my room too. Can I turn this off? Oh, fuck yeah. Johnny Landline, Jesus Christ. You guys gotta troll me on that for a while. I've been playing Apex in 2020. I'm streaming Valorant. Was going to create tournaments, etc. But okay, gotcha. Now I'm in streaming in Apex. I'm waiting for CS2. Is that CS:GO? Sorry, yeah, Counter-Strike 2. Johnny Landline. God damn it, dude. It's fucking 2005. I'm still stuck with a goddamn house phone. But it's part of the package I got. It's part of the internet package. So I got a really good price on the internet, but unfortunately I have to have a phone. How much? We've been here for 2 hours. Holy shit. I haven't been in a stream for this long in a very long time. So I think we're gonna play Wordle and start wrapping things up. It's like 4 o'clock. I gotta take a shower. Oh, but I gotta go walk today. I'm gonna try to go for a longer walk and get some progress on the book I'm reading. Yeah. Those skins are CS or the original NFT? Yes, they are the original NFTs. Absolutely. Those are OGs. All right. I guess we're gonna do Wordle. If you guys have any questions for me before we get started, please let me know. I pretty much gave you as much information as I could. If you guys want to reach out, if you want to like learn more about the Forex stuff, let me know. Reach out to me in Discord, or if you want to join Phantom's Discord and just tag me and stuff, I'll answer. Let's see. Wordle. Been a while. All right, as you guys know, I will leave the smaller time frame up while we play Wordle. Let's do donut. Okay. Raise. Prize. Damn. Okay. Are you walking daily? Not as much as I should, but I'm trying my best, because the problem is I don't like to walk when it's too hot and when it's too cold. So I try to walk at least twice a week. Once the temperature drops a little bit more, I'm going to start walking more often, like every day. Usually like when spring is transitioning into summer and when summer is transitioning into fall, I'll be out every single day. Unless it's raining. You're looking great, bro. Keep it up. Thank you, Drew. Even though like I've been fasting more and I've been trying to walk a little bit more often, like I lost about like 10 pounds and I'm currently maintaining between 5 to 10 pounds lost. Like I've had a lot of like I've had a couple days where I just don't, like last night I ate a lot of food I probably wasn't supposed to. Bride, that's a good one, Joe. I don't want to do pride because of the P. Nice. Look at that. Joe's on it today. Oh yeah, we got it. Shout out to Joe. Good job, my friend. All right, guys, we're gonna sign off here for today. Now, if things get exciting, I will probably be back Tuesday, or Monday. Sorry, Monday. Right, Monday? Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to stick to Monday and Thursday. It seems like that's the better option. I might incorporate Sundays again. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah. We're going to go ahead and sign off. If things get exciting, I'll come back on. But you guys know the drill. You guys know what I'm looking for. If you guys don't rewatch it, or you guys can DM me or tag me on Discord, I can help you guys out. After my surgery, had tumor at June 25th days ago, I started doing some push-ups, squats, and started walking. My cat saw that one. Try to do your best while you are healthy. Absolutely, contracts. I definitely do agree. Try to take advantage of that as much as you can. I'll definitely do my best too. I do appreciate that. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do the thing. Joe, Drew, contracts. Let's see. Umit, Fun Miner, Crypto Beehive, Alif, Sky Knight. Who else is in here? Kite, I don't have any kites. Kite's too busy delivering food, so he's definitely not here anymore. AZTV, Armand, Overall, Ellie87, Otin, Hugo Crypto. If you're still in here, shout out to you, my friend. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for stopping by today. Let's go for a walk, or a walk in the treadmill too. Definitely, yeah. I definitely gotta start doing that more. At least go to a gym and do, because I don't have a treadmill at home. I consider getting a walking pad for like my desk area, but I don't know if I really have the space for that right now. New studio should be coming in soon. Hopefully, I'm working on that at the moment. Oh, Supreme Cat just stopped by. Oh, you just popped in. I'm sorry, my friend. Everything's pretty much the same. I'm not shorting. I'm not taking the continuation setup off of this. We're just gonna let it run. If you have any questions, tag me in the Discord. I'll do my best to get back to you as fast as I could. But yeah, contracts is really good to see. I know you had some health stuff going on. I'm good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing better. But all right, my friends, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's do the thing. Oh god, my nose. All right. Make sure everything is contract. What is the thing? Looking in the eyes. Yeah, contract. Basically, the thing is when I stare you guys, stare into your souls. No, I'm kidding. I just stare at the camera for an awkward period of time, and then I just say bye and end the stream. Nothing else. Are you ready? Bye.